One of the things that is very interesting with ELL students, and it's always brings you something new, is the culture from which they come. And you may think, oh my goodness, there's no way I can ever learn enough about this child's culture. I don't have the time. I just don't know enough about it. It's not necessary that you know everything about their culture, because as you get to learn more about that student, more and more of who that child is will reveal itself to you. And just getting to know them as who they are, as a child, as a person, and who they are in your classroom will tell you a lot about their culture. Um, an interesting thing also is, as you have conversations with this child and get to know them, is to have those conversations with their parents, even if you are doing it through a translator. You can talk to them about what the child is like at home. You can talk about what their home, the customs that they have at home, the things that they do, and you can also observe these children with their parents in public or when they come to school, and how the parents and the children interact. For example, in my school, we have a very high population of Hispanic children. We also have Russian, Moldovan, we have Ukrainian, we have Vietnamese, Chinese, we also have a Korean child, we have a child from India. So we have a huge mix of cultures, and there's no way that we as ESL teachers can get to intimately know these cultures to the degree that you would hope that a very close friend would know the things about a child. But we can observe them with their families. And when we began to receive Marshallese children in our school, we really didn't know anything about the Marshallese culture. We knew it was in the East Pacific, and I mean the West. What am I saying? We knew it was in the Pacific, and it was close to, it was in the Micronesian island group, close to the Philippines, Indonesia, but really knew nothing about the culture. And we noticed that they were very different from the Hispanic children. They were loud, they loved to talk, and you could almost not get them to not talk. They didn't understand that they really should not talk at sometimes at school. And then we observed them with their parents, and we realized that the parents really um, did not mind if they talked. And it was just a louder interaction with adults and children. So that gave us some insight into who these children were, and helped us interact with them in the classroom so that we weren't judging them on their loud behavior, but realized that, oh, this is part of who they are. And we began to try to manage that so it could fit into the classroom, so we could have more positive interactions with them. One of the other things that you can do with culture is choose literature that highlights stories from different areas of the world. And in those, especially if they're picture books, in those picture books you can get a lot of information about the culture, and the children will spontaneously react and have much more to contribute to class when they see those familiar images in those picture books.